right, back again. Forget about it. We're just going to go. The chat's going to be a little white lettering wise, but I will still be able to see it. I'm going to have to go in here with Peter and Greg afterwards and get this figured out. Unfortunately, it is not my forte. But once again, welcome to Dungeons, Dragons, and Mikes. Thanks for putting up with me being gone for the last few weeks. Greg, I'm sure, did an amazing job. I know we had Keating Woodwrights, or my cousin John, on last week talking about the one-shots that they did, and then Greg covered me the week before while I was getting ready for my vacation away. So lots has been going on. I'm thankful for the guys for helping me out and making sure that the show goes on even while I'm busy doing other stuff. So anyway, on to the show here. We got an amazing recap for you. Last week was a huge episode. Gregolas Griorn is still turned to stone. We went through that whole episode. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find the fix in that amount of time, but fingers crossed that our next little story arc here moves quickly enough that we can get Griorn back into the party once again before the time runs out. So keep your fingers crossed for that. So we started last episode in the sunken cave ruin. I know DM Peter was kind of describing it as a few different things. Borak seems to think this is his new house. I thought that Borak thought, by the lovely depictions on Roll20 that this was going to be the new home of our little group. But we'll just see how that works out over the next little bit. So we come into the scene with the group has just slain Azela and Azura. We loot around, see if we can find anything that pertains to curing petrification or changing petrification. Unfortunately, there wasn't much there. Borak did grab 3 vials of Medusa blood and cut off the Medusa's head, as that was kind of his spur of the moment idea to do so. We had Cypher rooting around and Bo rooting around and kind of wrecking the back office to see if we could find anything of any use for us during that time, which came to no avail. But we did find our map, which was kind of cool. So we do know, if we do get Griorn back, that we can take that to the Skiff Master to bring us across the wastelands into, hopefully, where we need to go for Griorn to kind of hit his story arc. So I'm looking forward to that. I have faith that we're going to get Griorn back. It's going to happen. I'm, going to stay positive with that one. While this was all going on, Wawatesi went and kind of ransacked and had an 80s montage. Girls just want to have fun moment in the bedroom of the 2 sisters, finding some really cool items there, items that will come in handy, and items that Wawatesi thought were, just kind of shiny trinkets that she can keep for herself, that later on would end up being a little bit of a sore spot for the group / her. So from there we went on and came up with a magnificent plan of Cypher. With Cypher, the new knowledge that Cypher is a changeling, we've decided, we as a group decided that we would have her change into the likeness of Azura. Borak would be sense into Wawatesi Sugar Glider, and Wawatesi would turn into a little snake that could be manipulated on Azura's hand / Cypher's hand. Because we naturally don't trust anyone, we decided to try and sneak down to the Skiff Master and see if the town was in on this whole elaborate ruse for the sisters and the Medusa in the town, to see if they've been sending people up there on purpose, to see if we were sent up there on purpose, to see if, that was something that happened if someone went looking for a map. And basically we got down there and quickly realized, talked to the skiff master, everything kind of seemed copacetic that way. It was like, all right. And then we went and saw Syrah, the medicine woman of that town. We also kind of put on that ruse, and after an elaborate conversation of back and forth from herself and Cypher, it got to the point where it was like, you know what, I think she's just trying to help us, and we should probably tell the truth. So quickly enough, once Cypher left, she changed back into her usual satyr form, and Bo decided to take a truck, quickly stepping down from the cottage to the town to talk to our new friend about possible cures for petrification, since we did have a group member who was petrified. With that, it seemed, we kind of thought, or the group thought, there might be kind of a quick fix for all of this. And unfortunately, petrification seems to be a little harder of a sell than what we kind of initially thought it would be. So we have now started to try and get together the ingredients, accoutrement, to get this all figured out and done with. I think it's going to be, Barack had kind of the crazy idea that maybe Wawatesi could polymorph into a the name is escaping me, but it will come back to me. The creature that turns people to stone other than a Medusa. It will come back to me. And unfortunately, after much deliberation, that creature is a beast. It is not an animal or a quote-unquote creature from the text. So unfortunately, Peter shot that down. And from there, we decided we were going to have to move on and try and find a plant that's going to help us out, the blood of the Medusa, which we already have, and then the bile, or the stomach bile, of this other creature, which we're going to have a lot of fun trying to figure out how to make this thing throw up and give us the contents of its stomach so that we can turn Griorn back into Griorn. So that is, in a nutshell, the quick review of what went down. Following that, just before we went to sleep, Barack and Wawatesi got into a little bit of a heated conversation about items, the difference between magical items, regular items, the difference between trying to keep all the items for yourself and splitting items up between the group, and all of that, which kind of led to a little bit of a heart-to-heart. Those two characters are trying to form a bit more of a bond and try and get on each other's levels, because obviously they're very polar opposites. So I think it was a great conversation. We ended up divvying up a lot of the group's the magical items that we got at that point, and then the group went to bed. And next session will dictate how quickly we might be able to get these couple items and get on our way to the next chapter, where Griorn can hopefully go to his big magic rock and open a gate and maybe get some more magic powers or something along those lines. We'll see. But yeah, so that's the recap for this week. If there's anybody that has any questions for me or for the group, I'm going to stick around here for a little bit, and I'll stay in the chat, and I'll answer as best as I can. If you want to check out our Discord, please head over there. The link should be in the bottom here under our Twitch description and info. We have a great community over there of Discord members that are very active. We try to be super active on there. We have lots of different subheadings, basically, for people that are looking for groups, for people that are promoting their own games or their own live streams or their art. We have question sections. We even did a little bit of a Secret Santa this year. Lots of cool stuff going on over on the Discord. So make sure you head over there if you are interested, or if you just like Dungeons and Dragons, or if you're looking for a cool new community to be a part of. The Derpwood is that spot. We have stuff going on almost every day of the week. And then, of course, Dungeons, Dragons, and Dice happening every other Sunday. So yeah. So I'm going to stick around here in the chat for another few minutes just in case anybody jumps on. I know it's, frigid weather up here in Canada. It's the middle of winter. People are, not really feeling it. But yeah, I'm going to stick around here for a little bit, and hopefully we get a couple people jumping in. All right, a couple questions from the Discord chat that we have that I can answer here. So from the last session and second last session, how long have you been holding in that laugh, Barack? Honestly, it was an on-the-spot reaction. I thought that in the moment, the irony of the situation would be probably one of the funnier things Barack has encountered, especially as a player, or especially as an adventurer. He's not one to laugh a whole lot, but Griorn having no booze or running out of booze, getting to a bar, so excited, and then ended up that the only thing to drink there was wheatgrass, was absolutely hilarious. So I had to make a laugh that was characteristically Barack, and I wanted to make it something that was kind of weird and awkward, and deep and kind of gravelly, and it kind of came out the way that it did, and it stuck. So I guess that's it is what it is now. But yeah, that was really it. I had fun. I have fun with that laugh. It's a good one. How are you feeling about leading the team into the death trap? Well, you know what? I'm okay with it. I love battling. I love D&D battles. Like, that's my favorite. It's my favorite part of Dungeons and Dragons. I love RP, but battling and strategy is my real. Hey, Nave, what's going on, man? Is my real kind of enjoyment. So, yeah, that's that. How are you feeling about leading the team forwards towards this unknown magic source that's connected to Griorn? Well, I mean, everything right now is a bit of an adventure. Barak is kind of just hoping that this new spot that we're moving our way towards ends up being fruitful in helping or aiding with the crystals, or helping to get rid of the crystals, or helping to figure out why the crystals are there. So right now, that's kind of where Barak's mindset is, and trying to hinge on if that is going to help or hurt, or at the very least, Griorn might get some sort of power up from this, or it might help Griorn some way. And so, because he is a part of, he's a very strong part of the group now, that's kind of where his mindset is. It's for the team. How is it that our channel gets the most attractive dungeon masters? I mean, we're just lucky. That's really what it is. It's just luck. Peterborough and the surrounding area, Kawarthas, up here in Canada, seems to, seems to just foster attractive talent. And, we had Keating Woodwrights, just a smoldering human. And then, you got Peter. Peter's just a very pretty man. And, that's it. Just look at all those Canadian DMs just hit different. That's what happens. That's what it is. And that was Keating Woodwrights that wrote that question, Dave. Obviously. So maybe we can split that in half. You haven't seen me DM yet, but working on it. I did a one shot a couple of years back. I guess it'd be 2 Halloweens ago. It's definitely the milk bags because it's easier. It's a faster protein system. You cut both ends of the bag and it just works as like a funnel. Yeah. All right. What other questions we got over here? Greg got to answer a bunch of them, but I'm going to answer a bunch in my own way because, F you, Greg. How stoned is Griorn? Super stoned. And somehow he's still, a little chubby, but in stone form. It's a little soft. All right, well, we gave it a little bit of time here. Nave, I really appreciate you jumping on for a little bit. We already went through the week recap, and so if you need to take a listen, we can go back and do that. If you have any questions about the last episode, please feel free to send your questions to the DDnM questions section on the Derpwood Discord. Just if you look under our stream in the info section, you can join the Discord. Lots of stuff going on over there. Ask any questions that you want about the last episode. Go listen and watch the last episode, and let us know what you think from there. And I think that's where I'm going to end it tonight. A little bit of a chill night. Not much going on, but hopefully we'll get a few more questions in. And if that's the case, then maybe I'll jump on next week and we'll do this again and I can answer some more stuff. So anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Nave, thanks for coming out and cracking some jokes with me about us Canadians and our bagged milk and the way we see a lot. Go watch some Letterkenny. It really does shine some light on our whole culture. And we'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks very much. Thanks for listening to another episode of Dungeons, Dragons, and Mics.